In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a make one right and a make one left. When it says make one, that obviously means you are making an extra stitch, so you are increasing the number of stitches on your needle. When it says to make one right, it doesn't necessarily mean to make it on the right side and then the left on the left side. What it means is you're making one that will lean to the right. So a make one right, your stitch will lean to the right, and a make one left, your stitch will lean to the left. And then you can use this technique, these techniques, to create something that starts to gradually get bigger, like a shawl, for instance. Oftentimes shawls are started at the bottom corner, and then you just increase stitches however way, and to make one left and right are a way of increasing stitches to create a bigger shawl or blanket or shrug or something that you're working on. So I've started here. I just put a few stitches at the bottom to start, but you can kind of see this spine right here. These look like slip stitches, but they are not. I did not slip these stitches, but when you knit next to them, it just creates this spine, which is really beautiful and in some patterns. So I put the make one right on this side, since the shawl, if let's say this were to become a shawl, would kind of veer out to the right, and then same on the left. You can see how the stitch is leaning to the left and just kind of helps the direction of it, and that is why you would use a make one right or left. So let's get started, and I'll show you how to make one right first. And I will knit to the middle stitch. In this case, not always, but in this case, I've got the make ones right before the middle stitch and right after the middle stitch, but sometimes they could be right here in the beginning, and that's fine too. So I'm using markers, so for whatever reason I was just knitting away, this marker will remind me to put a make one right here. And what you're going to do is, once you knit to that point, you'll see this bar right here. So this is the bar that was created in the last row. And in a make one right, you're going to put your left, I usually pick it up with my right needle, but then you would put your left needle behind that bar like that. So it kind of looks like a backwards yarn over. And then what you're going to do is you're going to knit that stitch just like you would knit a regular stitch. However, it does look like you're doing some sort of twist. And then you'll just knit that stitch and pull it off. And you can see right there how that stitch leans to the right. And then I will knit the next one, move my markers over, and now we are going to create a left leaning stitch. Again, I will pick it up, but this time I'm going to take my left needle and I'm going to go through the front. And now that looks more like a yarn over, and normally yarn overs you would knit just like that, and that creates a hole. But we are not creating a hole today. We are creating an extra stitch. So what you're going to do, if I can show you, get back there and show you, you're going to knit through that back loop like that. So you want to, it's a little tight back there, but you want to go through the back and then just pull it through. And now you can see how that stitch leans to the left. And then you would knit to the end. You might do multiple in a row or just the one if you're, depends on how fast it's wanting you to add stitches. or get to a certain point. So I'll knit to the end, and then you will see, I like to slip my stitches, and you will see how that creates a left leaning and a right leaning stitch that you have added to your stitch count. So now I have more stitches than I did just a moment ago. And then another example of it, I am working on a pattern here, and it's just creating this beautiful design. So in this case, I am using knit 2 together and slip slip knits. So knit 2 together is your normal technique to decrease, like in a hat. However, it is a right leaning stitch once you're done. And then a slip slip knit is a left leaning knit. So what I've done in this pattern is I do it, knit 2 together over here to go right. I get to the middle, just like the sample I just showed you, and I'll do a right leaning make one. So make one right, and then you can see the stitches kind of going to the right. And then on this side, I do the make one left, as you can see. And then over here on the other side, I'll do a slip slip knit. And again, that goes to the left. And now it's created this pretty cool design. And eventually this will be in my pattern collection on my website. So if this looks of interest to you, keep checking back. And if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.